Hello there, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Train Fever. As you can see from the number up here in the top corner, which maybe you can't see, so I'll let you know, we are below £1 million in the bank. Yes. We've made a couple of expensive choices in the last couple of years, but I am very optimistic that we will start recouping money very soon. Very, very soon. Really soon. I mean, we have to. So after spending the best part of £5 million on both upgrading the passenger line from Tewkesbury to Bexhill-on-Sea to full electrification and high-speed rail, we've got one locomotive running it at the moment, one train running it at the moment, and it's not brilliantly profitable just yet, but it will be. I am convinced of this. I have certainty and hope and faith and all of those good things. You know, we've got 64 people waiting there. That's a good place to start, isn't it? Isn't it? And he's just made 234 grand. He's got to be close. What are we looking at here? That is, of course, the Tewkesbury commuter. Running a 200 grand deficit. Everything is running a deficit at the moment, with the exception of the Riptor commuter that is going great guns. Absolutely great guns. Anyway, what are we going to look at today? What are we going to look at today? Well, I want to be making money. We're in 1974. I need 3 million in order to stick another train on the Tewkesbury commuter, which I'm confident will also increase the demand for people actually riding on the thing, which should automatically mean I make more money. And that's the bit that invariably we give a damn about. So, what else have we got going on? What else have we got going on? Let's have a look over here in Ripon, just because I haven't in a while. We've got 50 people waiting for the commuter. That's good. Where's the nearest commuter? It's got a way to go. It's going to be relatively full by the time it gets there. And then, yeah, there's a good number of passengers there, and we already know that that's profitable. Jing, 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 jing. Up here to Bromsgrove, 85 people. Now, some of those are going to want to be going to Great Torrington, and some of those will want to be going in the opposite direction. Here is the post-apocalyptic amusing express here, coming into Bromsgrove. It's quite a handsome-looking train, even though it's scuffed to billio. What have we got? 91 people now waiting. Let's see how many of them want to board this dangerous-looking locomotive. Well, I don't want to board the locomotive, do they? They want to go in the carriages. You know what I mean? Don't criticise. Right, good, yes. Right, so what are we planning to do today? Well, fundamentally, we want to make some money. Holy cow, where did that 700 grand go? It must have been a maintenance window. Anyway, we are up a little bit on where we started this episode, so, you know, that gives me some hope, and this chap pulling in is going to make us a little bit more cash, aren't you? Our survey says 100 grand. Thank you very much. Let's bring up the balance sheet. Yeah, we're down $500,000 so far this year. We're in September. I think we do stand a relatively decent chance of making that back. Let's speed things along just a little. I imagine we're probably coming up on the lifespan for these guys as well. There we go. That's put us into profit. Yes. Right, and there we are, back in loss again. Yes. Okay, right. I mean, the biggest waste of money we've got is this good system over here. And no, not over here. Look, stop trying to be clever and going fast, and start being sensible and going slow. Yeah, so we have made a change here. So the iron delivery that we've got coming in, when it comes in. Hold on. What have we got going on here? Why are you two deadlocked? You should be able to go. You're held at a signal. And you're held at a signal. Who are you waiting for? Neither of you are going to make me money if you just sit there looking at each other, you know, pulling faces and seeing who'll blink first. Where are you going? You're going to the coal, which is... Oh, it's up there. Oh, what a disaster. Alright, okay, alright. Well, we need another... we need to get rid of this signal. Right, let's turn you around. Off you go. Well, that's just as well I stopped by, isn't it? Otherwise, they'd have been there for ages. How much are you carrying? 16. 16's better than we've seen, you know, quite regularly. So they both come down this one, so I want to get rid of that signal there. Right. And that way they will be held on their respective lines. And since only one train is using each line, that should prevent that being a problem anymore. An open wagon. I imagine that's just going to be a replacement for the not open wagon. Yes, absolutely. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so we're, you know, I don't want to delete any... Oh, crikey. Don't stay on the bulldozer. So, I'm hoping that by now only going to this iron mine instead of visiting both of them, that this iron mine kicks into high gear. I'm hoping it does. That would be fantastic, because if it did, it would mean more goods, it would mean more demand for coal, which should increase the coal output as well. Actually, not that coal's doing too bad. What are we carrying? 53. So, you know, the coal train for a while has been threatening to make a profit. It's these two goods trains are not delivering on profit at all because they're not getting the goods to ship. It's as simple as that. There's currently no goods in there in the slightest, but that's possibly because I sent the... Oh, hold on. What have I just achieved? Crowd in a train. Is this my first train with over 100 people on it? Certainly is. I told you this would work. And none of you believed me. Not one of you. Shame on you. That might mean... Yes, there we go. He's in profit. And it looks like I might be as well. Just ever so slightly. Coal train is 9 minutes. So yeah, the Tewkesbury commuter is running every 8 minutes. I want to get that in half. I want to put another train on that line doing exactly the same run. But until I've got 3 million, I can't do that. So let's kick it into properly high gear and see where we get to. How many are you going to... Let's follow you. You're doing something exciting and profitable and of the future. That's a lot of people waiting. 107. Oh, yes. Holy blimey. When he unloaded, he dropped a profit bomb on me. That was fantastic. Love you, guy. What are we doing? 140. Yeah, and it would be able to go faster as well if I had coaches that could go faster. Hopefully they will happen in a relatively soonish technological upgrade. You know, only 93. But you know what? That's 93 people. That's great. So on his own, he's made 1.22 this year, and those 3 trains have made 1.56. And coal is in profit. Long may it last. Oh, this is all starting to smell rather more rosy than it has done recently. There goes another big drop off, 1.5 million, almost at the 3 million mark, but I don't want to spend it just yet. What are you carrying? You're carrying nothing. Oh, you're on the return leg. Okay, cool. I ought to check that signalling change has fixed things. I'm very confident that it has. We're keeping up Tewkesbury North, which is of course where the steel mill is, just to see if this ever starts paying off. I could bring up the cargo line to see where stuff is going, but that will just bum me out, so I'm not going to. I hate you. I think you all know what I mean there. 16 iron waiting. I could do with double that, at least double that. Upgrade is scheduled in 7 months. Okay, well that's, you know, that's promising. That's something at least. And part of the problem is it only makes profit going in one direction, right? So it only makes profit when it drops stuff off. So that makes it all the more important that that every drop off is with as much stuff as possible. And here we are. Look, 4 million. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, we just had to pay for everything, which, so you know, that always puts a bit of a dent in the finances. How are we faring here? What have we got waiting? The Riptor commuter has 100 people waiting for it. That's fantastic. Just a little. wait anymore. Right, okay, let's get it done. Let's get it built. What's the betting there's going to be an upgrade to carriages in, like, 30 seconds? That's the way it usually works. Right, so we're running with the 6.6 because it can haul them. So we'll have one of those, and then we'll have 6 of these again, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set line. I'm going to put it straight in there, despite the fact they might be too close together. Not Riptor, Tukespecs. Hopefully, the spacing isn't too bad. If the spacing's rubbish, where are we? So, yeah, the spacing is a little bit close. What? Where are you going? You're a different type of train. What? What are you doing? Who are you? Where am I? Oh, I bought it from the wrong depot. That's your problem, you fool. Okay, right. Well, that was unintentional, wasn't it? Fortunately, it had a path. How many are you carrying? 59. Okay. Where's the other one? Just coming in now. Right, I'm going to hold him. Stop. I'm going to hold you there for just a moment to let the other one get a head start. That's it. And when he gets close to coming into Tewkesbury, you can resume. Keep your eyes peeled. There we go. So we're waiting for this chap here. Sorry, I'm trying to make it obvious what I'm talking about when I'm just kind of wittering onto myself. And away you go. Right. Now, in an ideal world, that means that they should pass each other at Haverhill. Now, I think it's slightly shorter coming from Tewkesbury to Haverhill than it is coming from Bexhill to Haverhill. Well, we'll see, won't we? Let's zoom in and wait for the action. There comes one. There comes the other. Oh, it's going to be close. I think Tewkesbury's arriving first. There it is. But that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's pretty even spacing right there. Now, it's going to take a little while for the demand to kind of catch up with these guys. But, you know, I can live with that. Yep, beep, beep. And you 12 people missed the train. Both of them. Alright, cool. So, they're not going to immediately double up on profit, but they should start making profit individually, which will be good. Meanwhile, look at this, another piece of 3-train action. Including this. In fact, I couldn't get a longer train in there. All 6 coaches in the station at once. Excellent. Alright, right. We'll let that keep ticking on. And we'll talk about where we're going next. I'm hoping that there's 2 and 9 here turn into a 22 and 29 very soon. Let's have a look at the city population, shall we? So Bexhill is ripping it at 600. I mean, that's nothing to get excited about in 1970. Goodness me, we should be much higher than that. Haverhill, Ripon, Bromsgrove, Great Torrington, Tewkesbury. All of my cities as a joke, all of my towns are doing nicely. They are top of the tree. Meanwhile, let's have a look at these chaps. Train 3, Tewkesbury Iron, is 50 years old. Where the heck is that? How are you 50 years old? I never replaced you 50 years ago. There's no wonder you're losing money. Really? 50 years ago? No. That can't be true. That would have meant this locomotive was available in 1920 some odd. Okay, no, that's the game. The game is screwy. Yeah, okay, the game is mistaken. Tewkesbury Oil has made 33 bucks, 111 bucks. Actually, how much is it shipping these days? 2 whole oil. Go on, my son. What else we got? Anybody who's really throwing it away? Yeah, of course, all my goods trains are really throwing it away. Business as usual. Right, I was still going to talk about what we're going to do next. Shall I talk about what we're going to do next? Ooh, we have a new price leader here. Fantastic. Yeah, let's talk about next. Okay, so I think we've more or less got our passenger services currently. The passenger service we currently have are all working quite nicely. They always take a little while to get bedded in, but in fairly short order they start making money. Now, what I considered when I did the episode with the map is making Woking the centre of the universe. If you've ever been to Woking, that's really quite flattering for it. Because we could go from Woking to Billericay, or to Bromsgrove, or to Bexhill, or to Haverhill, and then looking this way, we could go to Wadhurst. We could also go to Selsey. It's a bit of a hike, but you could. We could go to Billericay and Kirkham and Westmoreland. You know, it is pretty much the central town on the map. And if I had any sense about me in the slightest, I would have started there. But I didn't. So, you know, we make mistakes, we move on. Why is this important? Because we have the choice now of, we either, I mean, you know, I'm going to keep, you know, Tewkesbury, Haverhill, Bexhill, that's a nice little run, and then we're running Ripon, Bexhill, Bromsgrove, Great Torrington. Now, I think there's also a call for Great Torrington, Bromsgrove, Billericay, then where? Kirkham or Westmoreland? And then we could do another one, Westmoreland, Kirkham, Chard. And make it so that if anybody wants to circumnavigate the map, they have to change like 8 or 9 times. You know, we're not a passengers first service. So I think the obvious is to go Bromsgrove, Billericay, and potentially, I mean, Bexhill's got extra track waiting. So where do we take Bexhill? We take Bexhill to Woking. So maybe we go Bexhill, Woking, Billericay, which would put Woking Station where exactly? We could put Woking Station here. That's rubbish for Billericay, unless you put Billericay Station that side. Or you do some kind of horrible, nasty Bromsgrove Billericay works. Yeah, so I think, do we want to go north of Woking or south of it? See, even at this angle I can tell which north and south is, just to, you know, fill in, there's north, there's south. We decided that early on. You were here. You saw it. Stop procrastinating and get on with it. We've got almost 5 million, and every time I have 5 million in the bank, the first thing I want to do is spend it. I honestly don't know. Oh, I'm genuinely stumped. And equally, I could put it on this side of the river, but I feel that that's a really bad idea. How about we put it in, and then we worry about whether it's going to work after we've done it. That's the way we've done it so far, isn't it? That's not a better road. There you go, that's better. See? Can I be bothered mucking about with buses? Not really. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll build some more tram lines. Maybe I'll... stick a comment up. Do you want me to do another episode where I build tram lines and stuff? Do you not want to dictate what I do, and I should just get on with it and stop asking you for advice? I mean, you're invited to give advice at all times, obviously, but do you prefer this free-form, rambling nonsense that I've been doing? Collision? No. That's just someone's house that's in the way. See? Not a collision anymore, is it? No. You're hopeless. I did pay you handsomely for your house, so, you know, you'll get over it. Okay, right, so the obvious place to stick the station is going to be here. Let's give it max length. Let's go, do we want to go 2 or do we want to go 4? No, Woking we decided could potentially be the centre of the universe, so let's go 4. Right about there. Not too close to that road, so we've got options to get past it. There we go. We have committed. And I've now got 6 million in the bank. Oh, I'm raking it in. How have we done? So, 2 years ago, 1.7. Last year, 2.6. This year, we're going to be down a little bit on that because I'm starting to spend money like a fool. But 2.6, that's a record, isn't it? And then revenues are up as well. So, you know, happy. Okay, so where are we going to go? I've got time to lay one track before I want to wrap this one up. Do I want to put a Billericay station in as well and make this a two-part? Or a potential four-part? I don't mean four-part video, I mean four-part kind of four-stop. I'd dearly love to know how to make this thing do straight lines by default. I know I'm European and therefore we're supposed to be quite comfortable with roads that are wonky and all over the place. But, you know, that's because Europe's been around for 2,000 years. And once the Romans left, you know, there wasn't very much in the way of, like, you know, straight is great. No, bendy is trendy. Right, where do you want to go? Well, I think that let's look at that. Look, that's almost helpful. So let's put a double station at Billericay. Double track at Billericay. What are you colliding with? Just look. Usually you can't help but snap to everything. There you go. Snap to that. I don't like what you're doing on an elevation side of things, though. That's a little better, however. Maybe on the corner, just slightly on the corner, just slightly. Learn the meaning of the word slightly. There, that one, done. Okay, good. Right, now track it. Let's try the direct and brute force approach. We're going straight for high-speed track, obviously. There's no point mucking about now with low-speed stuff. There will come a glorious future very soon that where everything is fast. Now, we have a choice here. We either go over 2 bits of road, right? Hold on, let's go all the way that way that we sometimes do. Right, it's 1.6 million. With a... Oh, okay, it's not completely unnecessary tunnel. But a tunnel nonetheless, which always ramps the price up. And that also gets rid of any issues as far as road... Oh, no, we still need a signal there. But it goes under the other bit of road, doesn't it? Where's it coming back out? Great googly moogly. Okay, well that's going to make going off that side to West Malling a complete pain in the bum. No, we're not doing that. We're going to go over that bit of road and it's not going to be pretty, so let's do that first. No, up. Up. Can you go more up than that? No. Let's do the same on the other side. Snap together, please. Up more. Okay, we might not have a choice here. Yeah, okay, we can't keep up with the speed at which this hill is going up, so we might have to go... We're going to have to do a tunnel. Oh. Okay, right, oh well. Let's see where it goes from here. Bronze Grove, please. Where are you emerging? You're emerging there. Okay. Right, which track am I talking to? I'm talking to the right-hand side. So we want to make sure that you come in on the right-hand side, please. I think I might just pay the money here. How big is this embankment? It's big, but at least it's relatively constant. I can handle that. Let's put some signals in there, and let's pay the man the money. I know you've never seen me make less fuss, apart from those times where I've made less fuss because I'm, you know, being stroppy because things aren't going my way. Okay. Nice. Right, add to the tunnel, please. I'm hoping, I'm desperately hoping I've left enough space there to be able to take a branch out to West Malling. Otherwise, you know, West Malling might just be plain out of luck. Yeah, okay, that's a lot of money to spend, but, you know, me, money, spending all of it. That's kind of what I do. Oh, I'd like to... Can we go through the... Oh, it won't let me go through that tunnel. Spoiler spot. Okay, right. Let's finish this off with a piece of... oh, we've got one already. All right, so you've got a switch track there. We just need one that goes the other way, which means we go from here to here. Just like that. You're already electrified, but you are not. Awesome. Right, I'm confident this is going to work. I'm gonna high speed this. I see you, small piece of track. Are you electrified? Yes, you are. You have to get up earlier these days to catch me out. Yeah. Why am I electrifying all this? Wasn't it done already? Didn't I lay down all the new stuff? Okay. Really? Is that all the same? Is that just maybe a bit of shadow I'm catching there? All right, good. I think this is pretty much ready to go. Did I stick a... I did stick a station at Woking as well, didn't I? Okay, well, I've got the money. I might as well expand straight to Woking. I know, crazy. Okay, well, I'll do that next time. Thank you very much for tuning in. Next time, we're going to expand from Billericay to Woking, and then we're going to run trains on it. And that's going to happen relatively quickly, as long as the money holds up. But frankly, I've got services that are now profitable, so there's no excuse. In fact, let's just have a quick check. We're in December. How much we made this year? 13.8. So that's $1 million up on last 14.1. Yeah, we are making money, which is fantastic. If our good stuff would just pay off. And coal is there. Iron is... Yeah, I'd like to say iron was getting there, but it's not. And then both these goods trains are just throwing it all away. So please do tune in next time, where there will be further adventures and further expansion. I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much. Comment, like, subscribe, you know. Cheerio!